Dear Sylvia, we're everywhere and you just don't know it. Even sometimes I don't know it. I'm worried. I'm worried they'll find out what I've been doing and that I've been writing to you. If something happens to me, you need to get into contact with Bedford. You know him as my acquaintance Richard, but that's not his name. Tell him I sent you, call him by his real name, and he'll understand. I'm not a good person, Sylvia. I joined the Everest Society for selfish reasons, and what might have happened to me if I didn't join, whatever could have happened, it would have been better than this. Anything would have been better than this. But do remember about Bedford. He'll be there when I'm not. He'll know what happens next. I'm sorry. D.
Hi, Bethany here again. As I read the letters, I kept looking for clues to whoever the mysterious D was who had written all of the letters. The only lead I had was a man named Bedford, who, if I was doing the math correctly, was reasonably dead. And if my basic high school history education really wasn't lying to me, there was no internet in the 40s, which was when the letters were dated, so I'd have to go to the library to look for records of Bedford. As I walked into the library, it struck me how hard this was going to be. I didn't even know Bedford's last name, only that he went by Richard briefly, not to mention that there must have been thousands of books to sort through. I approached the librarian at the front desk. Hi, this might sound a little strange, but I'm looking for a man named Bedford. Oh, Bedford! The woman exclaimed brightly. She picked up a walkie-talkie and pressed a button on it. Bedford, there's a young woman here at the front desk who wants to talk to you. Oh no, I don't think you understand. I'm talking about a Bedford who's dead.
Who's dead?
I turned around to see a man who had a normal face, and ears, and eyes, and a slightly less normal-looking nose. Not you, I replied. You are not dead. Guaranteed, and I'm looking for a Bedford that is dead.
Oh, really? Why are you looking for this dead Bedford?
Well, I inherited these letters from my great-grandmother Sylvia.
Sylvia?
Bedford's previously glazed-over eyes opened wide. Yeah, I said. He frowned.
I think you and I need to talk. But not here. Follow me.
He led me to one of the conference rooms in the back of the library.
We should be good here. Have a seat.
Thanks. So, what do you know about these letters?
Well, the thing about those letters is that they're dangerous. I recommend you get rid of them as soon as you can.
I was actually supposed to burn them.
And you didn't?
No.
You should have. Never mind. There's always time to right a wrong.
I'm not sure that I would want to burn them.
Why not?
I've read some of them. I know there's some sort of secret in them.
I don't know how many of them you've read, but... No, I shouldn't tell you. You shouldn't be dragged into this conflict. But you are the great-granddaughter of Sylvia Washington. And you have already read some of the letters?
Can't you just tell me?
If I do, your life will never be the same. Do you realize that?
Well, maybe I want my life to change. Everyone wants me to stay the same and be constant, but that's just not me. That's not how people work.
If you're sure. So, as you've read some of the letters, you probably know they mention a society called Everest, and they're written by a former member of that society.
D, right?
Yeah. He was trying to stop Everest, whose goal was to take over the world, more or less. And, I mean, they've gotten pretty far. You have no idea how much of your life is controlled by them today.
So, he didn't succeed?
Unfortunately, no. Everest is still around today, and they still won't give up. We care about trees.
We care about trees. Where have I heard that before?
Everywhere. Everest is everywhere.
How has nobody done anything?
I'd like to know. But the couple of people who could have made a change, D, for example, they got distracted from their goal, and then and then they all died.
You're trying to stop them, right?
Well, yeah. It hasn't been working out for me.
What have you been doing, exactly?
The thing about that is...
What?
What did you say your name was again?
Bethany Lark.
Miss Bethany Lark, you can't help out. There's something so buried in the past, and it's going to stay there.
What? You must be joking.
Actually, Miss Lark, I'm not joking.
I could help you. You know that, right? You shouldn't just turn me away like that. I could help you. I mean, I get you're probably trying to protect me. Those other people, they died, right? So whatever you're doing is probably dangerous. But, I don't know, it just seems like you're a little hopeless up against Everest on your own.
I'm not hopeless.
Then what have you been doing by yourself?
Nothing. I can't do anything.
Then why won't you let me help?
Can you stop talking for a moment and just let me think? I can't do anything. But it's not like anything would really help at this point. The Everest Society has gone too far. They're not going to change, and changing them, well, I can't.
And why can't you?
It would be physically impossible, okay? I could go into the rocket science behind it, but I'm sure you really don't want to know.
Rocket science?
Look, just forget about it.
No, I'm not gonna forget about the letters. I'm not gonna forget about who you are. Wait. Are you the Bedford in the letters?
What do you want me to say to that?
I don't know. Yes? The truth?
Do you want me to say yes or the truth?
You know what I mean. The truth.
Then yes, I am the Bedford in those letters.
But how? I don't mean to be rude, but you really don't look your age.
No, duh, I wouldn't.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I didn't get to this time naturally.
What? I don't follow you.
Do I need to make it any more obvious? I'm a time traveler.
I asked for the truth.
And I just gave it. Look, I know you probably don't believe me, and I sure wouldn't believe me either, but I do have some proof. There's this person, and they'll back me up on this. If you really want to help, I think I'd like you to meet them.
I don't know. This seems a little far-fetched to me.
You said you wanted to know the truth, right?
Yes.
And here it is. Now, I think we should go talk to them.
This is crazy.
And it's not going to get any less so. Let's go meet Schnickalcoon. I'm not a bed nor a Ford. The Everest Letters is a production of the Everest Society. It was produced and written by Laura Archibald and Maddie Theobald. The voice of Dee is James Rutherford. The voice of Bethany is Ellie Bodeli. And the voice of Bedford is M. Ham. The music is by Tommy Dorsey. We love you, Tommy Dorsey. Heart. As always, thanks for listening. Tune in next time for episode 3.